I'm going to tell you a story, but the first thing you have to understand is time doesn't work the way you think it does. You can call me Oracle, because I'm the one that's talking to you. Welcome to the cult. Wow, Little Jim's is really persistent in saying that, isn't it? It's never going to be that kind of a cult. No matter how many times you say it, it's never going to be. No matter how many times you say it, Dims. Alright. Moving on. With my Boris Dulaneta, Zaitadiga Boris Dulaneta, Pada Catarisitasasra, with steps 58,001 all the way through 65,000. Man, I'm getting close to done with this bad Larry. Alright, as before, with all of these, it is Nirtam Karoti, Zarabagi Bari, Zaragunu Bari, or dance varied in 100 different ways, multiplied 100 times. As are all of the operative verbs in this. Velati, sway, viplavati, drift about, samsarati, flow together, pariyavatayati, wind up, sambhavati, spring up, krandade, make a roaring sound, like wind or thunder, pariyati, circumambulate, as in move in circles, Vayati, spin. Parivindati, twist round. Harsati, rejoice in the prospects of. And that gets us to 59,000. That's a sway and spin set, as you can probably tell. Next is about the various Sattva entities and non-entities that, you can call forth to be part of this dance, as it were. Rohati, ascend, for anything coming up. Avatarati, descend, for anything coming down. Agachati, arrive, for anything that is not here that needs to arrive. Pratyagachati, for anything that was here that needs to return. Kanate, delve, as in ara. Udgate, surface. You delve, and then it surfaces. Nirvadayati, announce. Asti, exist. Tisthama, we stand, because when you do all this, there's a lot of we with you. And Sampardayati, deliver over. And that is, it gets us to 60. This next part has to do a lot with some of the scarier Samhan shaman initiations. Like, I don't know who's read anything about the shamanic initiations that the Manavid of, like, Siberia go through, but they're freaking terrifying. They just are. Vastrante Jarjaribavati, fray, as in my own skin. Acheati, flay. Vitrudayati, skin. Yes. Actually, there is at least one initiation where you leave your own body and then you chop it up and then you cook it. I'm not joking. There's some scary initiations out there. There are some scary arts that I follows out there. Unmajkati, disrobe, which I just did by skinning myself. Sivyati, stitch, Vayati, plate, weave, Ovote, with my recently flayed and skinned karman, like my own. Samnayati, clothed with, yep, then I wear it again, because that's not creepy at all. Charyati, mask, Vichayayati, free from shadow. Well, the thing is, like, doing this is supposed to be, like, a deep shadow work exercise to, like, get your, like, basically, like, get all your asura, all your demons out. Next. This is about the process of spiritual discovery. Vismayate, wonder. Prachate, ask. Prate prachate, inquire of. Vichinote, investigate. Paranayati, discover. Nibandate, locate. Parijanati, find out. Unayati, track down. Samni Karoti, identify. Saksyan Karoti, give evidence for. It's very important that you give evidence for everything you find. Even if no one believes you, it's important you do it. The next 10 are based on the potential up to 10 knots of gnosis that you get in Mage of the Awakening. So each of them is based on one of the practices associated with that level of magic. So for the first one, Initiate, Belena Karyati for Compel. For the second, I think it's Apprentice, Salantaram Pratyati, Shield. Because shielding is like a level 2 one. For perfecting for level 3, I have Pratisan Adati, remove a defect, or perfect. For unravel, I use unwind instead, because unravel is actually isn't a verb in Sanskrit. Nardivastati for level 4. Level 5, really easy. Karoti for make. And that gets you into like master like Natha status. Then you get into like Archmagos. For dynamics, I have Vikasati for evolve, because when you do something with dynamics, they're inherently like self-evolving. They just do. Although they are not self-thinking. For level 7 for entities, I have Upadyate for be born, because what else would you call like making an entity? Is you make it be born. Why didn't I write this one down? Oh, okay. Okay. For level 8 you can do a lot of stuff. Because level 8 involves dealing with Margotmon or Subsouls, and they're what you use to like found chantries. They're what you use to like if you I'm probably going to make an Ananka later, which is like an advanced form of entity that's sort of like way past level 7, specifically dealing with Bhagya and Kala, specifically dealing with time and fate, or fate and time rather. But this is also what you do to create talismans, which is why I put for this one Nisishikati for infuse. Or when I do like Madbava, Rasayana, Netum Karate Zarabagi Vari Zaragune Vari, Nisishkati, Zarabagi Vari Zaragune Vari. Essentially, that's like my essence, elixir vitae, because I put some blood in this, infuse. For transfiguration, level 9, Bavam Apadyate for be transformed. And for level 10, Upakramate for assume an office. Now here's the thing. It is a very common expression that assumption is the mother of all screw-ups. And I think I made a point about this when I was talking about my theory that the world of Mage the Awakening was literally created by the technocracy, basically on Thonia. And they basically all used the collective arete of themselves and all the mages they captured to create this world, and then to basically assume the Adeza, or assume the throne of being effectively the gods of that world. Which is why they, in my opinion, that's why the exarchs are the technarchs, or the former technocracy. But they kind of screwed themselves over, because they became effectively gods, but they became gods that had to be hands-off, because that's how that would work. Because that's how that would have to work. Because that's how assumption works when you do it like that. Don't do assumption like that. That's a dumb way to assume. But it's a level 10 thing, so I put it there. Oh well. Sorry, Exarchs. You made a bad assumption. You made a bad Upakramate. Alright. And the next two start getting into 9 fingers interlaced. And it begins with a series of 9, and then going back to the beginning with 1. So for Rin, Patiyati becomes strong. For Kyo, Paramdate, direct the steps. For To, Sagachate, or harmonize. For Sha, Zamyati, or heal up. For Kai, Netratam Yati, for become an eye. For Gen, Kusmayate, for see mentally. For Retsu, Visajyati, for become a remedy or master of. For Zai, Sandate, unite. That should actually make a lot of sense if you know anything about Zai. And for Zen, Moxiate, or liberate. And then you come back to the beginning to effectively hit Rin again with Utpadyate and be born. And now that I've done the introduction with that, the next and last of this set, that brings us to 65,000 steps altogether, is the 10,000 steps associated with Rin. Upadyate, be born. Samspandate, pulsate with life. Vayadyate, become a hunter. Patiyati, become strong. Margyati, hunt. Nihanti, slay. Nirapayati, grow. Pindibhavati, become a solid body. Adijavati, survive. And Buddhyati, become aware of. As in, become aware of your own strength in this specific context. And that gets me through 65,000 steps. I got a little spoiler. I actually have another 6,000 done, but I don't want to do them all at once because then I'd have like half-hour videos, and that's just, I don't want to do that. This is Oracle. I'm gonna sing myself out. Dream safely out there in the weave all throughout, and dance safely too, if you know what I mean. Especially when you coo and Zvabna near to the dance of the dream. Dream safely out there from Oracle me. To all of you out there out in the weave,